deep stone crypt, the birthplace of the Exo, and a prison for something.
Here we go, guys. Alrighty then. Guess who is back? Hello and welcome to a Destiny Community Podcast, 4 Guardians and a Guest, episode number 6. Gotta use 2 hands now.
They must be stopped.
With me, as always, I have VA.
Yes, I can ride a stick.
Selena.
Meow, meow.
Whoa. BC.
There's no crying in baseball.
And we have a guest, special guest. This is the second time on the show, and this is episode number 6. So that means, guys, we have 5 friends. That's who we have. We're down to 5 friends that will come on the show. But our special guest is Dimdread. Dread, welcome back.
What up?
Do you
Thanks
want to mention where we can be found as a podcast?
Oh, if you're looking for an audio version of the podcast, you can find us on Anchor.com and also Spotify and many other platforms. Because when you upload to Anchor, they just put your podcast out on anything and all the things. So check it out.
Thank you, Dread. Okay, we're gonna do this. This is a free-for-all podcast. We didn't have a chance to plan much, which is normal. But this evening, that's so we got Dread agreed to be our guest at the last minute, and VA had some things to do, and so we didn't really have a production meeting. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. So, BC, you got any questions for Dread? Because he's our friend, and we know him pretty good.
Well, I mean, I do have a couple of questions. I think
I might have an
a
answer.
couple of questions. Yeah, so no pre-production, so this is all off the cuff.
Yeah, we're pros now, though. Come on.
So my first question is going to be, how do you feel about the random rolls on exotics that they're bringing in? Like, do you feel like this is kind of a good program? Do you find it kind of useful or useless? You think that, the base roll is good enough?
I like it. I'm just going to say that's the short answer is I like it. But the longer answer is, when am I going to be able to get random rolls on my other exotic weapons, Like,
I just want catalysts on some of my weapons.
Yeah, that is true, but there's many weapons to where it's like I like them and everything, and I do like how having the random rolls, it's something to chase after, because exotic weapons are usually really good just alone, as they come, and then you can get something that you personally like for just the one that I have in my hand right now is the last word. I'd personally probably go for like I don't know, I was gonna say rangefighter, but you don't aim down sights with this guy. I'd have to honestly think about that, but for the last word, but yeah, I think it's great. I would see if they can figure out a way to expand it. I can't even think of an idea how they would be able to re-release exotic weapons with the random rolls, though. So if anybody's got an idea, it's better than mine, because I don't have one.
Well, that's a very interesting point on that. Having the newer weapons coming out, what they're showing, and it's not every new weapon. So, that may be some way of balancing it, and I could understand wanting some catalyst on certain things, having catalysts that work. So, I guess I could see that.
That could be a good thing to talk about, is some of the weapons we don't have catalysts for.
Why?
Like, there's a lot of ideas that you could have, and there's some weapons where it's like, what catalyst would be available for this? Like, what is the catalyst going to do? They have to get creative with some of these, because some of the exotic weapons are really good, but just alone. And that's probably part of the reason they don't put the catalyst on them.
Let's pick an exotic that does not have a catalyst right now, and we all speculate on what.
Jotun. Wardcliffe coil.
Hold on, wait. Okay, so honestly, Jotun is bad enough as it is.
That's what I'm saying.
What would you do
literally,
with it?
what you did with the freaking colony. You just gave it more ammo. You just gave it. That's all you did. You just increased its
reserves?
magazine size.
It really
Yeah,
doesn't
but
need any-
think about all the people
Yeah.
that love the Jotun. They're gonna be like, "Why did you even?"
I mean,
put
if
a
you
catalyst
increase its
on this?"
reserves, it'll help you in PvE, but not PvP, really. I mean, you're
True.
Fair.
typically
Yeah.
Okay.
not going to get enough ammo.
Selena, on the Monarch,
anyway.
what catalyst would you want on your precious
On the
Monarch?
catalyst, I mean, there could be a couple things. I think maybe you could possibly decrease the draw time. I think you could also increase the AoE for the poison. You couldn't increase the duration of the poison, because it would be a one-shot in PvP. Because it almost one-shots in PvP now. It just takes a little tappy-tap.
What if it
but
had
yeah.
a better or a longer window for perfect pool?
Yeah, or if you
Ooh,
the
that
draw
would be
time,
nice.
when you get the full draw, like if you gave you an extra like half a second or whatever to get the headshot proc,
Yeah.
possibly. I mean, any of those things would not make it that much more OP.
Then it already
So-
is.
I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say that it's OP. It does have its like obvious drawbacks where
No pun intended.
But
Get it? Drawback.
yep.
I'm not gonna explain it anymore.
So, to stay along the lines with this, in the TWAB, they were talking about maybe moving around some perks from certain weapons and making them intrinsic, like celerity and stuff like that. Do you have any kind of thoughts or feelings on those? Taking some perks that are really situational and maybe making them intrinsic and creating like an adept version of the weapon with it being intrinsic, or giving it a separate slot to where you have a choice between picking between it or a different perk. So almost like being able to pick your PvE or PvP build basically on a weapon.
Right. You mentioned celerity, right?
Yes, I did. That was one that was
That
specifically
is specifically for
trials.
Crucible, and even more specifically for Trials. Man, I haven't played Trials in a long time, and I really,
Same. I
really
need to for
wish
the
it was something that I
season.
wanted to do. But yeah, that would be awesome. I've never gone flawless. I've tried, gotten close. Haven't never gone flawless, but if you did go flawless, they could put like something like something that's situational like celerity or celer. I can't even barely ever say it, but celerity.
You said
Celery?
it right the first
Yeah, put
time.
that-
Now you're
Salinity?
thinking about it and you're messing it up.
Yeah, make that intrinsic for those weapons as adept. That really doesn't make them too overpowered in regular Crucible, because
Okay.
it's not gonna proc. I mean, yeah, it should be stronger weapon, but you don't want it to be overpowered. So that's definitely. I don't know how many perks that they can make intrinsic to the weapons without making them overpowered. Because then you're just, if they make a rampage or something like that, or outlaw intrinsic, it could cause problems with stacking the other perks on it. 'Cause it opens that slot that it would originally be in.
Yeah, and they actually did say that one of the reasons they're really careful about it. They said that moving something to as intrinsic, and then opening up another slot, the weapons, the way they designed the system, the weapons have a limit to kind of how many slots they can have or how many perks they have, and stacking too many of them causes funny things to happen in the game, like perks not working. It's not like that never happens anyway, right?
I love running around with a lightweight frame, though. You get that little speed boost, so
That is nice. That is
that
nice.
is nice.
All right, Dread, do you have any questions for us?
Dang, I didn't even think about one, but
What's your favorite kind of toast? I mean, just something simple.
what y'all eat tonight?
What was for dinner?
What'd you have for dinner
You
today?
gotta do the call
That
outs.
is your go-to questions.
Beef. What's
Food.
We never had this, question on the
Food.
podcast. So.
No. Just with just with the friends previous to this.
So,
Good, you got- you
what
gotta-
did you have?
You
Jamie?
gotta call us out.
I made manicotti rolls.
Nice.
They were tasty. Yeah, they were tasty.
All right, Shady, what did you eat?
I had a chicken pot pie over rice.
Nice,
It was really good. It was really good.
Nice.
BC, did you have dinner yet?
No, I didn't. I did have a snack. I had pepperoni, cheese, and crackers as a snack. I haven't
Nice.
had dinner
Very
yet,
good.
but I will
Lunchable.
most
What kind of
likely,
cheese?
Cheddar.
I recommend Munster next time. That's a really good combination with the cracker and the pepperoni.
VA, what'd you have for food?
I'm in the same BC. I had a snack, so I reheated some wonton soup.
Ooh, nice.
Friday night.
Did you have some leftover
Nice.
wontons?
Yeah, there was some wontons in the broth, so
Oh,
got a little something to hold me through the podcast.
nice.
My,
My sister always
girlfriend-
orders extra wontons because she likes to pile the little crispy noodle wontons.
Oh, I don't
Into
do
her
no, I don't do the crispy bits. Mm-mm.
Oh
Nope.
no, okay.
My
Yep,
girlfriend
dumplings
just
and
ordered
broth.
Zaxby's. I don't know if you guys have Zaxby's in your area.
Never heard of it.
I've heard
It's a
of it,
chicken
but
place.
that's about it.
Okay.
It's a chicken place. They don't have, if you were rolled up to there, they don't have, you can't get a bucket of chicken. You can't get, chicken legs, chicken breast.
What?
Like, they have,
It's not a
Yeah,
chicken
no,
place.
they have
Or is it like a
tenders, they have
tender?
wings, they have really good wings. They got, insane sauce. I usually get the wings with the insane sauce, and they're pretty hot. But, they got a new signature sandwich, and it's good. That's what I'm getting.
Speaking of that, so Popeye's chicken. I don't know if y'all
I've not
have,
had their
but
sandwich.
So Popeyes came out and they did their chicken sandwich and everything. It was great. People were starting fights over it, which was crazy. People getting stabbed over a sandwich. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
If
Now-
it's a good
for
sandwich, though.
Popeyes.
I mean, if it's a really good sandwich, I mean, I'm packing.
So bad. I'm sorry.
What is it? I knew a guy who had never had Popeyes, and I was like, dude, we gotta go pop your Popeyes cherry.
Oh, ugh. That makes it unappetizing. I'm sorry.
Wow, that was sounding good.
Right? Up until that point.
All right, bring it back.
But now, like everybody, I've noticed, like just about every restaurant is now coming out with those chicken sandwiches. It's like I went to McDonald's; they have versions of them.
I
Burger
hate
King
theirs.
has versions of it, and now even KFC has versions of it. So I was just wondering, like, does Zaxby's have one too? Like,
Zaxby's
anywhere
does
else?
have one, and it is, I'll tell you right now, it's really good. Anything from KFC, I used to work there, and I'm telling you right now, it ain't a chicken place anymore. I don't even know what they are anymore. The only thing you want to get from KFC is a bucket of chicken, because don't order anything else there, because it's frozen.
Yeah,
Their
but
mashed
mashed potatoes
are
and
nasty
gravy.
now.
The
Yeah, I don't
gravy-
like the mashed potatoes so much.
It's powder. It
tenders.
tastes
I've
like
never,
it tastes
yeah.
like
The-
boxed.
Take
they're
the gravy
instant.
and put it
Worse than
on
boxed
real mashed
potatoes.
potatoes. That's amazing.
Mask Off, they is instant potatoes.
Well, yeah.
I seen them
Good
make
instant
it.
potatoes, and then there's nasty instant potatoes, and whatever they've done in the last 3 years are nasty instant potatoes.
It's all about
Yeah.
the gravy.
But that's just my bit. You know.
Okay, we're moving on. I forgot to do this earlier. And I have it written down, too. And I didn't even say it. The best emote from last week, real quick. And this may be the last time I do this. We're going to maybe all have our faces on the screen next week. That's what we're betting on.
That doesn't mean we won't be on,
But we can still, well, I mean, we can both all stream and be on, Discord at the same time. Because I think I'm going to be Discording off my
dog.
Chromebook and then doing the stream off
So-
my YouTube.
So that's a good one. Dim, you took over kind of doing stuff like that and setting up the podcast. Are you taking that one too, or am I still going to work on that one?
On the Discord?
Mm-hmm.
You can do that if you want to, but
Envy
I
Speed
mean, I
also
was.
said something about setting us up a server, so
Wait, who
I'll
was?
reach out. Envy Speed, Speed Envy.
Oh yeah, I did set up a server, but I did not have you guys friended on Discord because I just interact with you through the server, and I never friended you guys, so I wasn't able to invite you. But if somebody else wants to make a different server, that's fine by
No,
me.
no. When it comes to technology, my rule is find the youngest person in the room and hand it to them. And they fix it in
No, if I
5
don't.
seconds, and
Hey,
it's
if
done.
we want to like get Speed to
Who's
do it, that's
who's the
fine.
youngest person in this party right now? Dread.
I already had it in motion, so I guess I'll just go ahead and do it.
It's
But
true.
if I have like a chance to give more responsibility to somebody else on something, I'm all for it. If you want to do something, just do it.
My view is anyone but me. That's my only concern.
No,
Well, if you already
I'll
have a
help set it
server
up.
started, yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to
I'll
say, if
help
you
you
already
guys.
have it.
I'll help Shady get it set up on his laptop this week.
Okay, so the best emote last week.
Random tangent. Okay.
It was close. BC, I liked your little moping guy sitting on the floor going like, "Ah, this sucks. I hate life. I'm gonna kill myself." That was pretty good. But I went with degree of difficulty, and VA was sharpening a flaming sword. That can't be safe. She had to have an asbestos glove on, which is bad for your health, and she did it a lot. So that's a real sharp flaming sword. So VA,
Yeah.
congratulations, you may get the last
Yay!
trophy.
Whoop whoop.
Yay, go VA.
Got to
Yeah.
dance for that.
There we go. Wait. Let me find you.
She's behind you.
When I
All right, now you got to do it all over, VA. You got to start it all over.
she's doing the spin, spinny
Yeah.
spin,
Oops, wrong one.
little guitar, right?
Yeah.
Bright light, yeah.
Yeah.
Be about to be
just in
abducted
amazement.
and spinny spin.
And
Okay.
yay.
Up next is our round table, and wow, geez, why don't I just give my clipboard to Dread? He's like running this whole podcast, and I'm fine with that.
Oh God.
Round table, your idea. You bring it up. You got the notes. The floor is yours.
All right. Last week this was mentioned, and I think it's super interesting. This whole what's going on right now. And it's been going on for a long time.
You have 5 minutes.
What? All right. It was mentioned last week, and this has been going on for a long time. Like probably longer than anybody actually even knows. What I wanted to talk about was Savathun's song. It's been around for quite a while. We've heard it just in places in the game, and the most recent place you might have heard it was the Crow. He's singing it in the Helm. You guys were in the Helm last week, so you probably heard him singing it.
Yeah, and we heard you had a big package too, right, Selena?
Yeah, delivered from UPS, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Here, was it FedEx?
Took two guys to lift it.
This chant, it's like a viral chant, and once you hear it, you cannot unhear it. And the place where I heard it the most was during Shadowkeep. It was the opening title screen music, and I'm sure you guys all have hummed it. I've hummed it. I've sang it. I've whistled it. I've done all kinds of stuff, and I didn't even know what it was. I just started singing it. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. She's infected you.
Yeah.
She's infected you, Dim.
4
And
minutes.
if you remember the exotic quest from, I forget what season it was from, but it was for the Traveler's Chosen. In the dialogue between Saint 14 and Shax is pressured into singing a song, and he sings this song about being on the moon and it being made of cheese, and he does it to the melody of Savathun's song, her chant. So he says that he heard it from Eris. So
Well,
Eris
yeah.
must have been singing this when Shax must have heard it from Eris.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
There's actually another conversation that happens between Drifter and Eris, where
I was
Drifter
about
brings
to talk
that up.
talk about that. That was actually my next bullet point.
Sorry.
No,
I
no
jumped the
pun.
gun.
We shoot guns.
I
Full
jumped
point.
the
I get it.
gun.
Yes.
But I mean, you want to talk about it?
I'm sorry, I jumped the gun. No, it's you.
No.
It's
No, that's
round table.
perfect.
Just round table. Go
It's
ahead,
all
BC.
leading somewhere. It's all leading somewhere, and
Okay,
probably
so
the only
And-
person that
and-
knows
and
where everything's going is
Let's find the
Savathun.
end in 3 minutes. Come on, let's go.
Eris is worried about Shax because he has this. If you ever go in the tower, you can look up and see there's this big Ahamkara skull there, and even when Ahamkara is dead, they whisper. So.
So it's
Shax,
whispering to
it's very
Shax.
potential. It's very reasonable to think like, oh, maybe Shax is being manipulated by this Ahamkara. So
Yeah.
It's possible.
and
Yeah,
if you look
because-
into the lore on how he got that Ahamkara skull, it's pretty cool. Zavala and Eris were both with him in the general vicinity when the Ahamkara was killed. So, all of that being said, like, every guardian that you see in the tower has heard this chant, has probably sang it, just not even thinking about it. What is Savathun doing?
What's the end game?
Every single person in the tower of importance, like our guardian, Eris, Drifter, Saint 14, Shax, the Crow, they've all heard it, and a lot of them have been heard singing this.
I heard some lore about. I'm not a lore person at all, but this I heard and I was curious. The Zur, the agent of the Nine, Savathun's one of the Nine, is what I heard.
Ooh.
Savathun's one of the 9?
Yep, Zur is Zur of the Nine, and then there's 9 people or things controlling everything, and Savathun's one of them.
I don't know about that.
I don't quite buy that one. I mean, it's been pretty clear that Savathun, while she's a big bad, she is primarily focused on, the hive and spreading out.
Well, it
from
wasn't like I
there.
heard a Guardian talk about it on the tower. It was one of the lore guys.
gotcha.
Probably my name is Bife came up with that one. It just stuck
Yeah,
in my head.
You have to remember, Savathun, she is, like, basically the queen of cunning. That's how she will win the battle, is through her cunning. And if you read the Book of Sorrows, you will know all that.
So you think we're like, she's gonna like flip a switch and turn us all into like her zombies? Like,
Well, that's the question. We don't know what's gonna happen. Savathun, she is the puppet master.
Wait a minute.
And we're playing right into her hands. Like, anything that we do could be because Savathun wants us to do that. We have to question every single action that we take, because we might be just playing into the darkness's hand.
VA, do you have a comment?
So, but it's
There's been
all
a
yet
whole
to be
lot of-
seen.
but I mean, there's nothing we can do about the song being in our head at this point. It's already there.
True. And there's
We're
a whole lot
basically
of,
on the roller coaster. We have to just ride it now.
there's a whole lot of talk about that in the lore as well. Like when they describe her, like you said, her being, cunning and everything. Like when we're doing the missions and everything, Eris tells Zavala, like, we're not going to know what she wants, what she's doing or what she wants until she's ready for us to.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's how Savathun was resurrected by Oryx, was through an act of cunning, and he slaughtered a lot of people and was able to resurrect her through that. And that's all in the book of Sorrows. Check it out.
There's also-
nice topic. We got to move on. We got to.
Okay.
I can't have a 2-hour podcast. I'm gonna get hate mail. I'm gonna get death threats and hate mail for 2 hours.
About as much as that dance that Selena's doing causes.
Oh, yeah.
See, now I want an emote where I can throw dollar bills at that. I just would love that.
I'm really surprised we
Make
don't have
it
something
rain.
like that.
Make it rain. That would be
We
so
don't have a
awesome.
money gun.
Oh, we don't. Of the hand and flip. Okay, and moving on. Speaking of Selena, the next segment is Hot Topic.
Hot topics.
There we go. Hot Topic with police and fire and SWAT in the back of a helicopter and spotlights.
Yep.
How much
Hey, guys.
weed do you
What
have
did
in your
you
apartment?
do?
Fight the good
What
fight.
did you do?
How
I know,
much
right?
weed do
They're
you
all
have
coming
in your
for me.
apartment?
Bad boys, bad boys.
None.
Yeah,
Why would I have?
You smoked it up.
any illegal- What? No.
Hot Topic.
Not me. Hot topics. Okay, so hot topic. It's kind of lukewarm, but you know it is getting hotter as we get closer to the end of the season. But yeah, we do have a month. Yes, little less than a month.
Almost exactly.
Left, or exactly a month left until the end of the season. For me, that means really working on a couple of these season pass, like whatever. Oh, Todd, what are they called?
Seasonal challenges?
Thank you, VA. What would I do without you? Freaking yes, the seasonal challenges. There's
And
a couple of
your
them.
emotes clapping
Yeah, I'm
for.
with ya.
Yes, as it should. Thank you. But yeah, there's a couple where you know I'm just like, this is, and mostly it's the trials one, and then I freaking slept on this nightfall one, which was yeah. So now I have to wait, and it'll only be available at the Grandmaster, I believe, the Proving Grounds one. So that's gonna be fun trying to get
Is there a
What is
topic
it?
random
coming
kills
up?
with. Yeah, it's just like, so which seasonal challenges have you been challenged by? I know I've been challenged by a couple of these last couple weeks. I know some people had troubles with the first couple weeks. But yeah, it is nice. I was afraid that, you know, in the beginning that you would have to finish it within the week, but that is not the case. You do have this time, and we do have a month, so it is, like I said, it's lukewarm right now, but it is getting hotter. Gonna have to finish this crap.
All right, call outs.
So, yeah. So, anybody having a particular challenge with the challenges?
Well, anything that requires not dying
Right.
is not one I'm looking forward to, but probably waiting for the Grandmaster to get through a Grandmaster nightfall.
Yes.
I may have to be carried.
Oh no, just let me know, and we can get a third. I think Boom will probably
I think that's
be
the biggest one. Yeah, I mean, we have some clanmates that definitely would be helping us, but I think probably that's the biggest one. Is
It is a hurdle.
Presage is doing the Presage ones, and then the Grandmaster. But I've also got. Whoops!
I'm getting
someone fell off
killed!
the
God
edge.
damn it! Fuck!
Hey,
Oh, F-bomb one.
That was warranted.
That was a GD and a F-bomb.
That was warranted, though. I'm getting killed over here.
They're intruding on our podcast.
Let's move
They're
out of
just
here.
trying to
We
make
gotta
an
get
appearance.
out of here. Come on, let's go
No,
over here.
just back up from the edge.
Yeah, nobody told you to
They got
emote on
tired.
the
They got
edge.
tired of looking at your butt hanging over the edge there.
Right.
And they're like, target practice.
okay, so I'm
To be
trying to
upfront, I
trying
was checking social media.
I'm trying to level up enough to do a Grandmaster. Hopefully by the end of the season, at least one time through would be fine for me.
Right.
Yeah, same thing here.
Are you finding it worthwhile, like, to focus on them, because they are incredible forms of experience gain? Like, they will sometimes bump me up like 3 levels. Like, I'm like, okay,
Don't need
thank
it though.
you.
We've hit
but
100.
I mean,
Don't need it.
Can I be
well,
completely honest about this?
yes,
I haven't been
No
playing
lies.
this game.
I know you haven't. It's very
I've
sad.
been playing other games. I'm not gonna name them because.
You're not going to
but
plug other
also-
games on our Destiny podcast?
Yeah, it's a Destiny podcast. I don't want to talk
We've
about
plugged other
games
games on our Destiny
Yeah, I know
podcast
that.
before.
There are
That
plenty
was
of
part of
people
the segment.
watching us that want to play other games. So
But
it
honestly,
it
I
may be a
looked
public
at these
service
weekly
announcement.
challenges and was like, I don't want to do any of this.
It's the same thing over and over again.
Is that okay?
I mean,
yeah,
bounties
I
are
don't
so
do any of this.
repetitive.
I don't.
I don't even check the bounties. I just put the guns on I know I'm going to need and go. And
I
clear
honestly
bounties.
just I use the bounties as just like bonus like ways to get EXP and Bright Dust. And I mean, I'm in the tower anyway. I run around. I pick up the ones that I know I'm going to do without like even trying. Like killing enemies in a strike. Gosh, that's hard. If I'm going to be doing a strike anyway, might as well just pick that up and get bonus EXP.
And I also felt that it'd be pointless to do any of them until the last challenge was available, because some of the challenges you can complete while doing other challenges.
It's true.
So that kind of frustrated me, because it's like week 1, like I got progress on the first couple weeks, but then I started to see more challenges come out, and I was like, so you mean I have to go back into Gambit?
Well, I mean, typically you're going to be going into Gambit once a week, 3 games at least, for your Pinnacle gear if you're trying to get Pinnacle gear. I'm just saying, like, typically.
Yeah. Rumble hits tomorrow.
But.
No,
so
I've cleared, like, fusion rifle bounties with a shotgun before. It's just, there's some kind of a crossover weird thing. It's like,
yeah, that is weird.
You got like 9 out of 10. Like I don't even have one of those on my with me. It's maybe in the tower, but it's not even with me. But I'm ready to clear this bounty. I don't know what happens there. Anybody else have anything more on the hot topic?
Hot topics.
That concludes it. Okay, up next it's VA. What's your segment called? VA which?
VA, are you muted?
My segment is top 3, and yes, I was muted. Whoops.
Okay.
No, my throat's been bothering me today, so I just didn't want to keep clearing it from coughing in your ear. But
get you a lozenge.
Allergies
girl.
are fun. But for top 3 tonight, it'll be what are your 3 favorite TV shows, or if that's not your cup of tea, movies.
Okay.
And Shady.
Really? So it's top TV show, T and movie?
TV or movies, because I know some people don't watch TV shows. Mm-hmm. I mean,
okay. Well, we've had some of this before, but man, top TV show is tough. I got to go with Breaking Bad. And how about movie franchise? Because, I mean, how do you compete with Star Wars? I mean, how do you possibly?
Because there's some in that franchise that should not carry the name.
Well, you don't have to watch all of them. You do not have to watch them all.
Shots fired.
Yes, I know, right? And I love it.
I like the original 3 are
Disney.
You know, bam. Disney sucks. I don't know. Anybody knows. They own everything, and they suck.
And 4 Guardians and the Guest has just been canceled by Disney.
I'm gonna have SWAT crashing through my windows any second.
Oh jeez.
But now I'll grant you the original trilogy is good.
Oh yeah, that was genius.
Nice. Breaking Bad, Star Wars, and
was my third option. What's the third part of that question?
Do you have 3?
It was the
3
top.
shows
It's the
or
top
movies?
3.
It's top 3. So
and it was either your top 3 TV shows or your top 3 movies, but you decided to do a little mishmash there.
Well, let's go back to TV shows then.
Give us a number 3 or something.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go to TV. I'm gonna go Breaking Bad, Cheers, and NYPD Blue. Next.
Okay. Dim.
Me? My changes, I think, but right now I would say my favorite TV shows, I'm going to go with TV shows, definitely Attack on Titan's #1 right now.
Good one.
And my girlfriend doesn't want to watch subbed, so I have to wait for all of the dubs to come out.
Boo!
Yeah,
for the final
season.
Yeah, boo.
Subbed is the way to go.
It's okay.
I mean,
I'm cool with it.
But you shouldn't have to wait just because she wants to watch dubs.
No. But #2 is on Netflix. Not a sponsor, but
Not yet.
I'm sure you guys have seen it, The Lost Pirate Kingdom.
I saw episode 1,
You seen episode 1?
so that's a start.
I don't think I've seen
It's
it.
pretty good.
Yeah, I
I
don't think
really
I
like
have not
Blackbeard.
either.
I don't know if you guys know about Blackbeard, but I don't want to say too much, but I started to not like him that much, you know.
See, pirate would be bad. Pirates are bad. Just
Pirates
saying.
are good.
Pirates are good.
They
I
were
would have been a
privateers.
pirate if I was around
They were
that.
privateers, and the war ended, and they had no income, no job, so they went. Let's go rob people. That's what happened. That's
Well,
history.
the government paid them to rob people, and then when they stopped getting paid, they said, "Hey, we still want money."
I'm not saying
We
they
gotta
were
get
bad
some
for a good
money.
reason. They were
That's all
bad
they
for
knew.
they were bad for a good reason. I understand that.
Yeah. Very
Number 3 for you?
Number 3. Damn, this was hard.
That's what she said.
This one's hard. 3. I'm just gonna say it because we just watched all 6 episodes that were on Amazon Prime. It was Good Omens. It's a pretty good show.
Okay.
It's only 6 episodes, about 6-hour
Pretty
watch.
good
We watched
show.
it on Sunday. Wait, we watched that on Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. Yeah, we watched it on Saturday straight
Good
through.
Omens.
Yeah, it's the summary would be a witch, or not, I'm sorry. There is a witch in it, but that's not like the main thing, but it's like a demon and a angel have to work together to stop the apocalypse.
Is this the one with David Tennant and Martin Freeman?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I've seen that. That was an excellent
It's
show.
from 2019, but I just watched it, and no, it was great. I wish it was longer though. They could
That's
have
what she said.
I don't know if they'll make any more because it seems pretty good wrapped up by the 6th episode, but they could have drug it out with a little more character development for at least like another 5 episodes, I bet. But no, I thought it was good.
Cool. All right, Selena.
I'm gonna steal from Dim, and I'm gonna go old school as well. So, Attack on Titan right now. So good. Can't wait for the dubs. Have to watch the subs. But I am like waiting to watch them in like 3-episode blocks. So I'll like wait 3 weeks so I can watch 3 episodes. I
That's
just
what
don't
we
like.
just did. We
I
had
don't like.
3 episodes saved up.
Yeah,
Just watch
I don't
it.
like just being like watching one episode because it's not enough. 24 minutes, 22 minutes,
Yeah.
whatever they are, is just not
Yeah.
enough. I need to watch an hour of it.
It sucks because I talked to my brother the other day. I was like, "Man, Attack on Titan's awesome," and he's like, saying all these spoilers. I was like, "I don't want to."
Stop,
hear
right?
it.
Stop.
He didn't
God,
know. He
Rude.
didn't know. He thought I watched
Rude.
them all.
No,
He thought I was current.
Nah,
I didn't
man,
tell him
nah.
I wasn't.
That kind
Afterwards,
of thing,
I was
man,
like,
you ask.
I
Or
only
you
watched
say
the
something.
dubs.
You're like, spoiler alert.
I only
you
watched
know?
the
And then you can be
dubs,
like,
bro.
nah. Alright, so my other two going old school with, you may or may not be familiar with these depending on how old you are. One of them's Night Court.
Oh,
Oh my
nice.
God. That's a blast from the past.
Nice
Good.
one.
Yeah, I loved Night Court, like,
Dan
you know,
Fielding.
self-contained episodes kind of thing, but there was, like, overarching some themes and whatnot, which carried you, like, with the characters and whatnot. Good show. Like, John Larroquette, ugh.
Oh.
Anyway, major crush on that man. Tall and good hair, and it's just, he was just, anyway, sorry. And he was just like one of those asshole guys that, whatever. I love men that love women, like, you know, and they love like all
They
kinds of
definitely
women.
got around.
They love tall, yeah, they love tall women, like short
Everybody's
women.
beautiful.
Oh, you're
Selena,
so sweet,
Selena,
Dylan.
I love
to
you.
death.
I love you, Selena.
You're so sweet, Shady. Thank you.
I love women.
Marquette.
I
I know
what was
you
the,
do.
what was the
see,
first
I can
name?
tell. I can
Was-
tell you're one of those men.
The chick.
I love
Um,
people.
She was
Just
Marquette
people in
was her
general,
last
love
name,
them.
I think.
Marky Post,
Marky
I think,
Po-
is who
Okay.
you're thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah, the blonde
And
who
Bull
played
was
opposite.
awesome. Bull was
Yeah.
awesome.
Bull
I
was
love
great.
Love
Yep.
Bull.
Yes, Richard Mall.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And
but
Harry,
yeah.
the judge from he's on
Oh,
Cheers a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah, Harry Anderson.
There you go.
Yeah, he
You-
died
you are-
like
you are-
a few
you are like
years
the-
ago.
The,
He
the
died a few
war
years. I told you
person.
it was my favorite, one of my favorite TV shows. Especially
What's the third
growing
one?
up. Perfect Strangers, also old school,
Oh,
and that's
wow,
one you
yeah.
might not
nice.
remember. Like, I just
Balky and
love,
Larry
Balky
Appleton.
Bartokomous and Cousin Larry. Like, they were so cute. I love them. And I'm assuming the reasons are on, like, any platform that you can really watch anywhere. I think you have to, like, go on Amazon and buy DVDs or something, to watch them. But I think there's probably some, like, non-super PC things, I'm assuming, happening in those shows that, like, the streaming
Well,
services
the
are like,
farther
we're not
back
going
you
to carry
go,
it.
Yeah, true.
So, I don't know exactly why, but I mean, Night Court, I feel like, should be on a streaming service. It's such a good show.
okay.
I bet you Peacock will probably bring it, because I think
Possible.
Peacock is bringing back a lot of their older stuff.
Okay.
All right, and BC?
Okay, so I'm going to. It's really hard to choose these things, but I'm going to have to go with things that I'm watching currently just because I'm rewatching them. So, one that
You liked it enough to watch it.
yeah, so Stargate SG1.
Ooh.
Actually, well, Stargate SG1 and Stargate Atlantis, the ones after that, and but I 10 seasons of Stargate SG1, and I'm watching for the third, fourth, fifth. I don't know how many times I've seen it. I've seen every episode. Same thing with Burn Notice. I
Good series.
just recently finished watching all of Burn Notice all over again. So those two were really easy to come up with because I've watched both of those series all the way through multiple times. Um, the third one is going to be hard. When I started thinking about it, I didn't even think about anime. And then both of you guys are like Attack on Titan. I'm like, ooh, like I didn't even think anime. So now that's really rough. Um, and I can't really think of another TV show off the top of my. Oh well, oh
Then
no,
what's a movie?
I have to say Supernatural. I almost forgot about that. There was
Oh,
another
yes.
question where I was asked about that Supernatural. I haven't finished it. I still have like 3 more episodes to watch, and I just haven't
The
brought
Butler
myself
did
to
it.
watch them. There was an episode where the butler did it, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I'd have to say those three because I will probably go back and watch Supernatural again as well, and that's been on for what
17, I think
seven,
this final
yeah,
season is the
18,
17th season.
17, 18, yeah. So,
That's
and
crazy.
I've
I
pretty much
know.
watched all of those too. There are a couple of ones that I skipped, but for the most part, I watched
Okay.
all of those.
Nice. VA,
Nice.
what's your answer?
So, I would have to say, let's see here. I'll work from top down. Babylon 5 is probably my all-time favorite. I
Ooh,
recently rewatched it,
nice.
and while some of the digital effects have not aged well, the prosthetics have. The story is still amazing. Um, uh, Sad to see some of them that have passed recently. But
Hmm.
yeah, the actress that played Delenn recently passed about a month and a half ago at 63, so she was, kind of young.
Yeah.
But the other one I would say, oof, I think SG1. Yeah, I think number two would probably have to
SG1.
be SG1. Although
You guys
Atlantis
are
is real
such
close to it
nerds.
because gotta have my Ronin decks. I mean, Jason Momoa,
Yeah.
please,
That's
please, and thank you.
cute.
But wow, and the next one down. I'm such a nerd. There's just so many. I mean, almost any Star Trek would work. But
Hmm.
interestingly, on anime, the original Bubblegum Crisis series, not Bubblegum
Ooh,
Crisis, Tokyo, the 2165, but the original
the
one back
original one, yeah.
when anime was really hard to come by here in the States. Um, I managed to get introduced to laser discs of it through a friend, and that's what hooked me on anime for a very long time. And then just it was too hard to get and too expensive to get legally, and I wasn't about to BitTorrent it. But
Oh.
yeah,
Come
there's a lot of
on.
I
good.
know, and live dangerously.
Yeah, well, there's some jobs where they actually asked you about how much material you pirated. So,
Wow.
yeah, well, because it shows a willful disregard for the law. So, yeah.
I
Oh,
told
fuck
you I would
off.
have been a
Oh.
pirate if I was born in the right era.
He was
Mhm.
in a British accent, so it was fine.
If
But
you're interviewing to be a
there's a
lawyer,
lot
you
of good
say
shows, and we
all
are
of it.
such nerds. I just think it's funny. We're like, it's like split evenly between nerdy shows and classics.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
that's top 3 for tonight.
Has
man,
everyone answered that question? Because I
that was
so
everybody.
drifted away.
Good
I
question.
just so
Good question.
nice job,
Old school anime when it was hard to
Hey.
get. That's
Mm-hmm.
If you got a
Akira.
good show for us to watch, leave it in the comments.
Yeah,
There you
what's
go.
binge worthy? I can't stand watching a show once a week. I have to 10 episodes in a row is the minimum.
If you've made it
For
this
my
far,
day.
let us know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's no one. But anyway, okay, up next are fake Twitter questions. And again, everyone who submitted these fake Twitter questions are names from the Impractical Jokers name game. VA, did you do your homework and look up the Impractical Jokers on YouTube?
No, sir, because I am packed to move. So I have not been online. But I'm making great
Alright.
progress in packing up my
I
apartment.
mean, you
so-
weren't like
I
on a
wish I
bus
was
with a
moving.
phone or, taking a break with your phone. You can go online and hit YouTube and...
My goodness.
No,
Okay.
I mean, I've seen some of the Impractical Jokers. It wasn't a correlation that I made at the time we were talking about it last week, but I have seen some of those episodes. It's just not my forte. That kind
Larry.
of comedy is not my thing, so that's why I don't know more about it.
Okay, well, fix that.
I stick
All
my
right.
nose into sci-fi fantasy and, kind of leave the comedies to other people.
Well, I believe all 4 of them are gamers. I know at least 3 of them are, and hardcore. I know Q and Joe are 50 hours a week gamers. So, I mean...
Well, they're not mutually exclusive. I mean, look at uh, the Critical Role guys. I mean, they're some serious nerds, and
Well,
they've got a
gaming's
gaming
a $6
podcast
billion
and
a
voice
year
acting. So,
genre, so there's a lot of gamers out there. Anyway, fake Twitter questions. Okay, these are the names, again, came from Impractical Jokers. As receptionist, room full of strangers. Beefy McWhatNow asks, if challenged, how many pieces of pizza could you eat in one sitting? BC?
Ooh. What
Wait.
type
If
of pizza?
it's up
This
to you.
is
It's up to you. But they're not like micro pieces of pizza, so you can go like 50. They're decent size.
Micro pieces. They're
they
not
are
Totino's pizza rolls.
They are triangles. They are triangles. A large pizza, 8 slices. How many
How
could
many
you eat?
toppings?
Does that really matter?
Does
5.
cheese
No,
count
3.
as a topping? I need to know.
Yes, cheese counts as a topping, and there's 2 other. Whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
The question is not what the toppings are. It's how many pieces of pizza out of that 8, out of that pie, could you eat the whole pie? Would you want a second
Well,
one?
The toppings matter.
The reason I asked is because I was thinking more like Chicago style, like deep dish. I don't eat
Please.
nearly as much of that as I do like regular like pizza. I could eat a whole, I could eat 8 slices of, like Domino's Philly steak pizza. I can eat
Okay.
8 slices of that.
Uh,
I stopped myself, but
But if
I've
challenged, if you're being called out, could you go
yeah.
10? Could you go 10?
Ooh.
That's a yes.
If I go
yes or
10,
no.
if I go 10, I'm gonna hate myself in the morning.
That's okay.
I'd
You
say
won the
yeah,
challenge.
yeah. I could do 10.
Okay. Dread?
Just this is also a side note, but have y'all seen Chicago style pizza? This is the opposite.
rather.
This isn't deep dish. This is not deep dish. It's literally a pizza pie.
Yes, that's why I
Yeah, it's
asked,
like 3
'cause
inches thick.
It's like
yeah.
pizza lasagna.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I
Yeah.
just ate. That's what I had this weekend to eat. Like I love Chicago style pizza.
It's good. I love it. It's a pie though. But I would say if somebody challenged me and I was like really for it, like Like,
and you're hungry.
would I have time to prepare?
You haven't eaten for 10 hours.
All right, deal. I could probably eat over a pizza, but maybe when I was a teenager I would eat more. But now it's like, ooh, I'm gonna have to shit that out. No, thank you.
I love that. That's where your mind went.
I'm gonna eat a whole pizza and then shit that out. No, I'm good.
So what's your number? We need a number.
I would say like just over a whole pizza.
Are you
So
talking 10?
9.
10 too, also?
I can
No, I
eat a whole
understand.
pizza and then some if I really
Like
was
one
trying.
extra,
then
2 extra,
some.
3 extra, 4 extra. Where are we going here? Come on. We need a number.
Okay, I'll say one full pizza. I can
8
eat
slices.
it, and then
8 slices, and
I'm just gonna say 2. I don't want to overestimate. I'm just gonna say 2 more over a
Okay,
whole.
so, all right. So you tied BC. All right, VA. Are you muted again?
Oh, man, I hate this headset. I really do. I need to get one that's got a flip mic, because then I know if it's in my face, then I can be heard.
You're fine. Answer the question.
Anyhow, no, about probably only like 2 or 3 pieces of
Wow.
pizza. I don't eat much.
Even challenged? As competitive as you are?
No,
You couldn't go
well,
5? I mean,
I don't have a gallbladder, so the fats make it don't get broken down, and my medication
Valid.
only helps so much. So
okay.
not worth the after effects. Maybe $1 million might be worth it, but no, we'll just leave it there.
All right,
Oh.
Selena.
I think the most that I've had without feeling ill is 6.5.
This is the challenge. This isn't what you've done in the past. This is you being challenged.
Yeah. Oh, you just pooed on yourself, didn't you?
I
Yeah,
would.
you did, BC. I'm sorry. Yeah, 6.5. I think, because that's where I had to and I was super hungry. But
That's almost a full pizza, but you had a piece and a half left over for
Yeah.
somebody else to.
I don't
You
Okay.
would
know,
have been
that
able to eat a whole one
That
if
was-
you didn't eat the crust.
probably yes.
All right, this is the follow-up. I want everyone really quickly. One number, no story.
I like
How
it.
many pieces in the past have you eaten in one sitting? Actually, Selena,
6.5.
BC,
8. I've eaten a whole pizza.
Dread,
I don't know, a whole pizza, I'm sure.
BA.
In my youth, yes, I was able to eat a full pizza as well.
No.
To me, to answer,
Fold that sucker in half.
yeah.
Eat it like a pizza taco.
If called out, I could maybe do 5 pieces. In the past, though, I think I've done like 8, the whole pie. Okay, moving on. Did he do that? Ask, what skill would you like to master? I'm going to go with Dread.
Me?
What skill would you like to master?
I'd like to be if I could master anything.
Yeah, that's the question.
I'd be a master guitarist.
Okay, that's a valid answer.
If it was just okay, is
Do we need clarification on this?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it magically you can just be the best, or you're the master,
No.
or is it
you don't
have to
get
actually work
granted
for it?
special powers? It's what
Golly,
skill
this is
would you like to
Golly.
master? You have to put the
Golly.
work in
Oh, I have to like to master it. Okay.
to get it
So-
there. It's not like you get a genie goes, yeah, you're up the world's best guitarist. What skill would you
Golly,
like to
man.
master? It's not a trick question.
No, that's hard.
That's what she said.
Probably something that could make me money and I could I could eat off of, you know.
That's what he said. Okay, anyway.
I mean, yeah.
BC?
Go ahead and move on.
I'm moving on.
Japanese. I want to learn how to read and speak Japanese.
Okay, that's a valid.
I would like to master that skill.
Nice.
Excellent, VA.
I like it.
Konnichiwa.
We love you a long time. That's all
Konbanwa.
Japanese I know.
No, I used to speak some Japanese, but
Konbanwa.
I would say sewing. Quite honestly, it sounds odd, but I cannot sew to keep a button on to save my darn life. So, yeah.
Selena?
Baiting tackle. No, just kidding. Masturbating.
That would be an awesome skill to learn.
13-year-old boy trapped in a woman's body.
Oh man.
But if you could
no.
teach that skill, you would be a millionaire.
Oh man. No, I was gonna say probably probably ceramics, probably like throwing pottery and like making like ceramic things, and that would require me to have my own kiln, but you know, maybe I
You're
could
gonna
use
have your
community
ghost
one.
moment.
My ghost moment?
Oh,
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
with Patrick Swayze. I'm sorry.
And
When you
she's
say
making the
ghost, my
pot.
mind automatically goes to Destiny, so.
I want to change my answer. I want to be a blacksmith. Final answer.
He wants to make weapons.
What's wrong with being white, Dread?
I'll be a white smith too,
Yes.
but somebody might try to say that's
To
racist.
be a white blacksmith.
What happened to us?
That might be the name of the video. What's wrong with being white? Okay. My answer is I would love
How
to
about
be able to
Whitesmith?
master. I would love to be able to master hosting a podcast because I suck.
Hosting.
Anyway,
You're
moving
pretty
on.
good.
No,
We have
Queen.
6. How many episodes is this? That's
Number
pretty good.
6.
That's
Queen.
a lot.
Queen Skeet asked, if you were given a boat, what would you name it? Selena.
If you were given a boat,
Well, you
What
have to
would
name
you
a.
name
there's-
it?
It's legally obligated to name your boat within a year
yeah,
when you register
I know all that.
What would you name it?
gobbledygook.
Interesting.
Selena's gonna name her boat Meow Meow.
Maybe.
I don't know, something hippie-ish, something bohemian. The free feather. I don't know. Feather
Shows
on the
up with a
wind.
meow meow.
Feather on the wind. I like that.
It
Dread?
would definitely be meow meow. No,
Dread.
mine?
Dread.
Oh, I wasn't ready. No, I'm just joking.
Luna's howl?
No. Hey, Luna would be pretty good, but
Yeah.
no, it'd definitely be like a feminine name, but like something you wouldn't think. It's like, oh, that's feminine. It's like, you know how there's masculine words and feminine words? I'd definitely name it after like some kind of feminine word, like not something that you would like see every day. Like I wouldn't name it Sarah. Name it
Are
like
all boats named are feminine though?
You telling us what you won't name it? Like what you tell us?
I think they're all.
no. I
feminine.
mean, what would I name it? I have to like put a lot of thought into this. This isn't
I
like off
know.
the cuff.
You're
It's
treading
like a
in
whole ass
dangerous
boat.
waters. Pun
It's
intended.
a whole boat.
The whole boat.
What about like
There's all
even
kinds of
like
superstition
the
too.
I don't know, man.
You want to take a pass
Am I
on this
supposed
one,
to-
Dread? I'll give you a pass.
Yeah, this is something I would have to put a lot of thought
BC?
onto because it's a boat. It costs a lot of money.
It was given to you. That's what the first part of the
It
question
has
was
a
a
was.
realistic
name then.
question
They give it
too.
with
I mean, like,
they will
if you
give it to
ever
you.
get
It
a
has
boat,
name on the
we're
side
gonna bring
already.
this podcast up, and you have to name
You could-
the boat.
you could
whatever
name it
say in
Free
this
Boat.
podcast.
You can't rename a boat.
It doesn't have a
brand new
name.
boat.
It was a brand new boat given to you. You have to freaking name it. Don't make
I
me
wouldn't
swear
buy
again.
that boat. They didn't know what they
Damn,
was
settle down.
doing.
How about Dread's boat? How about Luna's house? How about Dread and
How about
Sam's
the
boat?
Dreadnought?
There you go.
Ooh,
That sank a long
That's
time
pretty
ago, but
sick.
the
The
name I'm pretty
Dimdread
sure
knot.
is open.
nice.
All right, the
Beast-
Dim Dreadnought.
All right,
Nice.
BC.
Wow, I think you might have gave like Dredd some
I know.
He
you
needs
know.
anxiety
therapy now.
problems or something. Like
Yes.
he was really going there. So this, I guess, is a good question.
Hey, Queen Ski doesn't ask bad questions.
I said I wanted to be a pirate.
Call it Dread's Blackbeard. Whatever.
The dreaded Blackbeard.
There you go. BC, come on.
Probably Ray's Light or something.
Okay. VA, I don't think you answered yet. You unmute
She's
again?
muted again.
For
Wow.
which one?
I mean,
No?
this is
I
like
know. I knew
third-
I was muted
third
that time. Off. I knew I was muted
Ooh,
that
actual
time.
fire.
Warm up.
Someone
But
gives
what's
you a
the-
boat. What would you name it?
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
Jiminy Christmas. That's not bad. That's pretty
I know,
good.
right?
No, yeah,
I knew
you
that's
know,
what you
I
meant, but
honestly, I'd be selling it because I'm allergic to seafood, so I've got no use for a boat.
You don't have to go fishing. You just drive around.
well,
I
what
get
would you name
sunburned.
it before you sold it?
In that case,
Retirement plan.
There you go.
That's actually got a really good resale value.
You
or
have to
that
spell it
really
different.
good resale.
Really good resale value. How can you ignore this purchase?
you know, probably it's never-ending story. I mean, because
Aw, that's
you could be
cute.
Aw,
out
that is
there
cool.
forever, and only have to stop
I know
for it.
that's my superstition. Like you have to name it something that's like
Important to you.
Kind
not
of eternal.
that doesn't
Personal.
bring up like
That
yeah,
isn't gonna
but well, it
sink?
doesn't like yes, it doesn't have some weird connotation or like meaning or something.
How
some
about the
back
unsinkable?
story. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Name it the Titanic. Just asking.
You're
for
just
trouble.
asking for trouble.
But
I would
naming
name
things,
mine
sorry.
Shady Vale. Sorry, that's dear and close to me. Next
Shady Vale
question.
35?
No, just Shady Vale. Because see, when I had Shady Vale 35, there was Shady Vale 1 through 34 was taken, so I had to go 35. But when I named a
Did
boat,
you really try every single one?
no, that's how old I was when I logged on.
Oh.
Okay.
Really? Wow.
Gregory Poopsicle asks, would you rather be alone the rest of your life or surrounded by annoying people?
Oh God,
BC?
Alone.
Lena, you said
Surrounded
alone?
by
Annoying people.
annoying people.
I
Alone.
can't do annoying people.
Way to make a.
Solo.
You're around at least one annoying person right now.
I mean, we are gamers. Social distancing was our baby 20 years ago, so I think we'd all rather be alone than have people around us
I mean,
that were annoying.
Am I allowed to murder the annoying people?
But no.
How's that a
because
question?
then
You're not allowed to murder.
Then you go to jail and you're
You're
still
not allowed
surrounded
to
by
do
annoying
that.
in this fictional, like, hypothetical situation.
I'm sure that murder is still not okay in this fictional Earth.
Well, here
You
we
would
go.
murder the annoying people and go to jail, and there'd be more annoying people there.
Annoying people.
Yeah, but if you killed
you're
all the
surrounded by
annoying people,
annoying
there would be nobody because that's only what you are surrounded by.
Right.
And then you would transcend into another plane of existence.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Wow, we're taking this to the next level. That wasn't that kind of a question. All right, last question. Because we're on YouTube, in a couple of ways, Minty Shrubentug asked, what was the last funny YouTube video you saw? Selena.
Last funny
I'm gonna look at my
YouTube video I
history real
saw.
quick.
I know, right?
Go
There's
ahead and pull up your
been
history.
thousands in the last week, but what was the last one?
I know.
If you don't remember the last
I
one,
don't
the one
know.
before that, or one that you really
I
like.
forget what this guy's name is, though.
Was it Dimdread?
No.
Was it? Did you do
Cucumber.
that?
I love that video, though. Oh my God. That song is so catchy.
Shit.
No, I friggin' forget this guy's name. He does, like, makeup tutorials and stuff, though.
Ooh.
Not Brad Mondo. It's this guy, he's got, like, this beard, but he does makeup tutorials. I don't know. He's in, like, reaction videos and stuff. He is,
I think I know who you're talking about.
Rash. I forget what his name is. But yeah, no, he was ripping Kim Kardashian a new one for one using a filter, like a blurring tool, while she was talking about her like putting makeup on and talking about how she already had makeup on like before she started putting more makeup on. And like how like she was talking about how this concealer was just doing such a good job like under her eye, and he's like, bitch, you already have makeup under your eye and you're just putting more makeup under your eye. Sorry, I just personally thought that was funny.
Sam likes makeup videos.
Brad
guess-
Mondo's amazing.
I guess Dred's going next then.
I watch him with her sometimes.
He's hilarious.
Dred, last
Oh.
funny YouTube video you seen?
Makeup videos. You like makeup videos, don't you? She's shaking her head yes.
Love that
the
chicken from
thing.
Popeyes.
Yeah. Oh, you can hear the TV. That's embarrassing. But you can't hear over my podcast? Oh,
Oh.
my loud ass.
No, we heard her. We heard her.
Shoot.
That's awesome. I love
I see the
Sam so
YouTube-
much.
The YouTube video that I seen last was this one. You could almost think it was an ad, but it was this guy had like this I forget what it's called, like the woozy or something. It was a suit that was a flask, and it had like a pin sticking out the hand, or the where your hand goes through the
Sleeve?
armhole sleeve. Yeah.
Oh
Arm
my God.
hole.
That
But
that
there
whole
it would, like,
tube
be
in
like
your
a
shirt.
pin.
What is that called?
There's like a
Not the big
there's
one.
like a
The two
hose
little
going
ones on
to
the
a
side.
pin. You know, like a hose going through the sleeve into a pin, and then that way you could like put the pin in your mouth and pretend you're listening and thinking really hard about what the other person's saying, but really
But-
you're just drinking booze.
Oh my God.
That's genius. I'm telling you, it's
Yes.
genius.
There's a phone attachment that they sell for it too. But yeah, that was the last one that I just watched that I thought was really funny.
VA.
I would. I actually had to scroll back because YouTube mostly I use for watching Destiny related video or Marvel stuff. But for funny,
Or
it was
my
actually,
stream.
It was actually well, your streams aren't funny. They're Destiny related. For funny though, it was probably
We're
Zavala's
not
voice
funny?
actor Lance Riddick doing the
Oh gosh.
and
Yeah.
the fan written alternate dialogue for the scene with
Keitel.
Zavala and Keitel.
Nice.
That's
If
freaking
you
amazing.
haven't seen it, it is absolutely hilarious.
Send me the link. Send the link somewhere to Discord, maybe?
I will send you. Yeah, I'll send you the link, and
You haven't seen it, Dim?
No, I ain't seen it. I haven't been paying attention to
and
Destiny.
it's even and it's
Sorry.
yeah, so basically Cameo.com is where you can pay for different celebrities of varying degrees of fame to do
Right.
whatever. And somebody in the Destiny community asked him to read this alternate dialogue, and he did. And other fans then basically looped video into to make it look like Zavala keeps talking, and it's great because it talks about all I got to do is say that we can turn you into a gun, or Eris can do it.
Oh,
and
I
they'll be
seen
chasing-
that!
Yeah,
I seen that! That was
it's
awesome!
very foul mouthed, but it is absolutely hilarious.
All
If
we have
Zavala
to
was
do is
having
say
a
we
bad
gotta
day.
do. We have new content. You are gonna play it. That's basically what Bunty was saying to us. If we say that there's new content, you're coming here and playing it.
Yeah, it's like we have a new gun. We can make you into a new gun or armor, or to have Eris do it for us, and you're dead.
The
But
Guardian will end
but I tried to look
you.
back, but that was it. But the most recent funny, not YouTube, was watching a couple of male hares boxing in the middle of a street, and that was hilarious because somebody just like has
Like
their headlights
rabbits?
on. Yes, like rabbits.
Oh
and
yeah,
Okay.
I
they're
was
boxing.
like, I thought that's
Yeah,
what you
rabbit
meant,
boxing. Mm-hmm.
Male hairs of
but I know, right?
lump sums of money.
God, has anybody seen Watership Down? Don't.
Oh my God,
recommend.
long.
I mean, it's a good,
long time ago.
but disturbing.
Okay, my answer is I watched 2 Ozyman reviews videos today, and both of them made me almost piss my pants. They were so funny. One, these are, FYI, these are not safe for work videos. He's Australian, so the F-bomb and the C word are like and the for them down there.
Me too.
One was a Russian house that apparently in Russia people live together, like they rent a house, like 6 or 7 of them rent one house. They're strangers, but it's like a co-op kind of thing. And first part of the video shows how drunk they are, falling down stairs left and right. One guy picks somebody up and tries to get up the stairs, and they fall down too. But the funniest part about it, one guy was sitting on his couch trying to put a hoodie on, and for like 10 minutes trying to put a hoodie on. It was a pair of sweatpants. There was no opening.
Uh,
He had his hands through the legs, and he couldn't find the hole for his head, and it was just so funny. The other one was Parents versus Stairs. Two drunk people are trying to get upstairs to go to their theater room, and they can't manage it. It's like one step, two steps, three steps, no. And then the lady falls back, then the guy falls back. He comes down the whole staircase, and then he goes to help her up, apparently, but then he just takes her drink, tries to go up the stairs, and falls down. It was like a security camera kind of thing. It was just hilarious. So please, guys, do yourself a favor, check out Ozzy Man Reviews. I was referred to this guy by Mish.
Can you send me the link?
I
to
can't send you a
that,
link. I can tell you, go
that
to YouTube
sweatshirt one?
and type in Ozzy Man
We've all been
Reviews
there, really.
Russian house, and you will get that. We've all been there. Yeah, that's why it's funny. We can relate. Okay, that's the fake Twitter questions, guys. Up next is the stats. We're running over an hour right now. That's okay. Last week we had, between Selena's channel and mine, 140 views. Not bad. No comments. We had 6 likes and 1 F-bomb by the hypocrite Shady, who told everyone, don't swear, but he drops the F-bomb anyway. So
I commented.
I was just proving to the audience that we don't edit anything. That's why I did that. If you
I
believe.
do edit. I do
No,
edit.
please don't.
I don't edit the cuss words out, but there is editing that does happen.
Okay, well, you
It's
could
mostly
edit
at
the
the
cuss
beginning.
words out if you could. I mean, a beep wouldn't be.
God, that's a lot of work.
Well, never mind then. Hey, you get what you get. We're raw. So, okay, the outro. Where can we find everyone? Dread, where can we find you?
On YouTube.
What's your YouTube
At
address?
Dimdread.
Okay.
Dimdread. I had to go slow, make sure I spelled it right. But yeah, I got a lot of Warzone clips up there right now. But I do have a few Destiny clips on there, like 7th column clips on there, and also when I went Legend the one time. That's on
Okay.
there. There's a couple other Destiny clips. Got Shady videos on there and stuff. Check him out. He's shady. He achieves. So.
Okay, VA.
You can find me on Twitter and YouTube as VA_witch.
Very good. Selena.
You can find me on YouTube, SelenaCom1981. I've got most of the podcasts up on video form, so if you guys want to go back
And if you're
watch
listening to
those
this
or listen to
podcast,
them.
Selena starts her stream a half hour before the podcast starts. So any behind the scenes stuff, if
That's
you
not
want to
for
see.
children.
Yeah, it's not safe for
it's-
work. For
We do not hold back on the cussing,
And-
so.
And during the podcast, if anybody has any questions, I do have my banner up so that you guys can communicate, and so hopefully we can get some listener feedback.
Okay, BC.
Ooh. Yeah, non-existent.
We couldn't find
Nothing
you with a
fancy,
He's
microscope.
off the grid.
Nothing,
He's off the
nothing
grid.
fancy, nothing cute. I mean, I have a YouTube channel. You can find me by, checking people that are subscribed to Shady. Because my name, it's the anime name. It's Hirokiri Batosai. So,
I'm not spelling that.
exactly.
I know it starts with an H-I-K.
No.
You could make a new
Batosai, the
YouTube. You could make a new
It's
YouTube channel in
HIT.
under 2 minutes.
Oh, I know. I really could. I should.
Yeah, you will. We'll get there. We're new at this. Okay, my name is ShadyVale35. You can find me on YouTube at ShadyVale35. No space between the letters and numbers. Okay, the clan has spoken. We are done. Anybody got anything really?
I have one
Pressing?
more thing,
Of course you do, Dread. Go ahead.
but I forgot what it was. Give me one.
You got to write this stuff down. Nope. Nope. I'm keeping you on the hook. I want you to figure it out. Yes. Come on, Dread. No, there's 100 people waiting with bated breath. Okay. Okay. Send one of us a friend request, and we'll accept it. Well, they might catch it at the end. They could have fallen asleep or be in a coma and can't change the channel. You never know.